Well, as an artist, my studio is very important to me. It's not the perfect space, you know, it's not the best space you'll ever find, but it's mine, and I'm lucky to have it. And I do like the fact that the floors are plywood and that the walls are in bad shape, because if I get paint anywhere that I'm not supposed to, it doesn't matter because it's a mess already. So that works out well for me because I'm a slob when I paint. You can ask my husband, I get paint everywhere. Paint on the phone, paint on the floors, paint on the walls. So yeah, it's nice to have a space where I know that I can do that without fear of making a big mess that's going to be irreversible. A lot of different things draw me to my studio. First and foremost is the daily need to paint. I did make a commitment to myself 5 years ago that I would paint every day, at least spend half an hour in my studio painting when I'm home. If I'm on the road, I give myself a little break, or I bring a sketchbook with me now, so I'm at least doing something creative every day. But at first, it was just a need to keep that commitment to myself. And it was always at least half an hour, and it always is at least half an hour. But the more I do it, the more time I want to spend up here. You know, when it started out, it was, oh, I have to do this, so maybe I'll just prime paper for half an hour because I don't have any ideas, or, you know, I'll put down a background for a painting that I don't know what I'm doing yet, but I just want to have the motion of putting paint on a surface. But just like anything, the more you do it, the easier the ideas flow. I don't feel like I have artist block anymore, for the most part, knock wood, now that I've been doing it every day. So it's become a need. And you know, a lot of people say to me, wow, you paint every day, how do you do that? And I say, well, you brush your teeth every day, don't you? You shower every day. It's like that. It's that important and necessary. I can't imagine not doing it every day now. I don't think I'd be sane if I didn't do it every day. It's a great outlet, and yes, if I'm feeling stressed, if I'm feeling happy, if I'm, you know, just, I get the need to create, and it happens. Why did I start showing my art? Well, I guess there are a couple of reasons. One is that I felt like I personally couldn't call myself a real artist if I, A, didn't have a regular discipline of painting, and B, didn't actually show my work. The other reason is what good is it doing anybody if it's all here stuffed in boxes, or, you know, tucked away somewhere in my house where nobody is seeing it besides myself and my husband and my cats, and whenever our friends come over for dinner, or when family comes to visit. You know, I felt like it's not, I don't know, personally I felt like I couldn't say that I was an artist if I wasn't at least showing my work and doing work on a regular basis. Before I had my daily discipline, I would work in spurts. You know, if I was going to be in a show, I would work, and then when the show was over, I would crash and then not do anything, and the period of time where I wasn't doing anything got longer, and I would just beat myself up more and more, like, oh, why aren't you doing anything? You suck, you're not a real artist, you can't call yourself that. So the daily discipline got rid of that voice, or at least shut it up, or at least, you know, kept it a lot quieter than it was previously. So yeah, I just felt like it was necessary, and it's not always easy to show your work. I think it's good and I enjoy doing it, but it is like exposing a little part of your soul to the public, and you know, you just hope people are kind to it, and there's no controlling what people will say or do, or how they'll react, or if they'll react at all. But you just do what you can, and you don't, I don't tend to think about what people are going to say or how it's going to be received. I think that's a trap. That's a real problem. I make my art because I like it, and it makes me feel good and it makes me feel happy, and if other people get that sense, then great. And if they don't, then there's nothing I can do about it. Somebody else will come along who likes it. And if nobody else comes along who likes it, at least I know I like it. Well, one of the nicest comments I've ever got, and thankfully it's one that I've gotten a lot, is people say, your work makes me happy. It makes me smile. It makes me feel good. And, you know, who wouldn't want to hear that? So I got an incredible compliment from someone tonight, and I hope I can remember exactly the way he put it, but if I can't, this is close, because I really love the spirit in your work, and I feel like it's an acceptance of me as a human being. What a compliment! My God, I've never heard anybody say anything like that before.